knew of the unknown master of French. You stand in my realm, mortal. You have entered my realm. You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has. You are dragonborn, like Mirak before you, a seeker of knowledge and power. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here, then, is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass me. Mirak served me well. And he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields. All knowledge has its price. He has served me long. He grows restless under my guidance. His desire to return to your world will spread my influence more widely. But it will also set him free from my direct control. It may to replace him with a more loyal servant. One who still appreciates the gifts that I have to offer. Even dragons submit to Mirak's voice. Without that power, you cannot face him. So say I, Hermaeus Mora, master of the tides of fate. Knowledge or none. The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library. My servant Mirak would have found a way to bring me what I want. So will you, if you wish to surpass him. Send the skull shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
What happened? What did you see? Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Telmithrin. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books. That's that, then. Some ideas about how to locate more. I'll have to get someone to bring this to my lab. Who's there? You cannot best mine. No match for my magic. So you are no match for my magic.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim, but it's the skull who intrigued me the most. All right, then.
My son and I gather items to trade with travel. Visit the village.
I'm sure there's a good reason Baldur left us.
Something isn't right, Fenar. I feel it in my bones and I smell it in the air. Baldur wouldn't leave without telling someone.
Don't worry yourself over nothing, Dior. Do you want a head full of grey hairs before you've seen 40 winters?
It makes my heart heavy that you don't believe me, Fenar. Baldur could be in danger, and you will do nothing. If you won't help me, then I'll ask the Allmaker to send someone else who can.
You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land, and our very souls. Oh, I doubt it. Dior has always been quick to worry. Go and speak to him if you like, but do not be surprised if you end up in a wild fox chase. It would not be the first time.
I've seen outsiders in our village before. None were like you.
He's twice as strong as the last one.
It's not just the bow, Dior. Your arm has grown strong, your eyes sharp. You've spent many days practicing your aim. The All-Maker favors those who work hard to hone their skills, as you have done.
And I will keep practicing my aim every day. I am in no mood to talk, outsider. One of the Skull has gone missing. It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village. Well, there is one reason that comes to mind. Baldur is the keeper of an ancient tradition, the forging of Stalring. It is an art we Skald hold sacred. If someone wanted to make such weapons, they would have to get that knowledge from Baldur. I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it. South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skull would be grateful.
I am called Wolf Wildblood. I am first hunter of the Skull. The first piece of wisdom I teach to any hunter of the Skull is to ask the simple question: should I truly kill this beast? We take only what we need, and so we preserve the oneness with the land. The Skull hunt not for sport, but to survive. We believe that all creatures have a right to live as they will, and when we take what we need from them, we thank the beast for its gifts. The less we disturb the land and the beasts within it, the more we respect the wishes of the All-Maker. Deer, bear, and horker provide most of what we need for skins and meat. Sometimes, when the wolves grow too bold and threaten the village, we must hunt them to cull their numbers. When we stalk large game, I lead our hunters in tracking the beast. It is also a way of saying that I am the most skilled hunter in the village. I doubt that an outsider could truly understand, but I hope my words have helped to answer your question. In days past, my brother Thorkild and I would share the hunt, but that was long ago. I wish I could tell you. He had a wild gleam in his eye, more so than most. In my darkest times, I fear he fell in among the werebears of the glacier. Twisted beasts, a curse of Hircine. True bears are noble and great creatures of the wild, but the Daedra have no skill for creation. so they defile the Allmaker's workings. I've heard tell of men who, by curse or by heart's desire, become transformed into one of those vile things. It is a pitiable fate, and one that I fear has fallen to my brother. He set off from here so long ago, it's hard to say. Could be in Hammerfell for all I know. If you happen to cross his path, be wary. He was a fierce warrior as a man. If he fell prey to his more bestial side, he could be deadly. He never felt the call of the Allmaker, as I do. As we all should. We seek to live in peace with the land. But he had an eye for dominance and strength. For unnatural strength, you'd need look no further than the beasts of this island, mangled by the Daedra. It's not a fate I would wish on anyone, and not what I wanted for my brother.
My son and I gather items to trade with travelers who visit the village. His name is Nicholas. He's a good lad, strong and loyal. I only wish he wasn't so eager to leave the village. I've tried to tell him that the world beyond our lands is dangerous and cruel, but he won't listen. You would do that? I know he would listen to you. You've been out there in the wide world. You know its perils. Yes, perhaps you can convince him. I would be grateful if you would do this thing, outsider. I hope that you can make my son see wisdom.
At least the hunting will be easier.
My mother was Skull, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim. A trade ship from Skyrim struck ice off the coast near the village, and the Skull took in the surviving sailors. My mother fell in love with one of the sailors, my father, and eventually returned with him to Skyrim. Sadly, no. She died in Fall Creek, where I was born. I came across a few of my mother's old things not long ago. Among them was a necklace that my father gave to her when they were married. I believe she would want it placed upon her tombstone in Fall Creek, as a symbol of her undying love and the great sacrifice she made for it. If you find yourself in Fall Creek, please give this amulet to the priest Brunel and tell him that I sent you. He will understand. I don't have much to give in reward, but return to me when the task is done and I'll do what I can. Thank you, Skull friend. Very well. Well, my mother used to say that I was born an angry child. May the Allmaker protect us from whatever dark power took control of us.
I came here to study the history of
All right, then.
Solstheim. It's the skull that intrigued me the most.
For many years now, I have attended to Storm, learning his ways. You must talk to Storm then. As shaman, he is the keeper of such lore. I have learned some of what he knows, but it is not my place to divulge anything to an outsider. You will not convince me to betray Storm's trust. Talk to him. He will decide the matter.
So the dragons have returned. Well, the Skull have survived worse. Hermaeus Mora. Old Herma Mora himself. So he is the source of Mirak's power. Of course. We have many tales of Herma Mora trying to trick us into giving up our secrets to him. And now he comes again for what we have long kept from him. That is our name for him. The Demon of Knowledge. He has always been our enemy. So it falls to me to be the one to give up the secrets to our ancient enemy. I do not know if I have the strength to face him. With Nirak's corruption of the stones, the oneness of the land is disrupted, and our connection to the All-Maker is broken. It may. It should. And I will think on what you ask of me to decide if it is necessary or just another of Hermamora's tricks.
Only Storn can reveal the secrets you ask about. I am sorry, but my duty is to my people right now. Farewell, outsider.
Are you ready to go inside? It's pretty simple. Rothmund's axe is in there with him. Anyone who attempts to take hold of it has their spirit judged by Rothmund himself. No, nothing like that. He doesn't need to battle us to know us. He's always watched over Thirsk and sees us from beyond. And in my case, since he's already deemed me worthy, it will just be a matter of him remembering why he blessed me before. Really, all you need to do is watch. Let's not waste any time then. Let's just keep moving. There it is. So I just need to take hold of it.
You seek my blessing for the leadership of Thirsk Hall?
I do. It is I, Bujold. You blessed me in the past, and now I've rid the Hall of Reeklings and returned it to its rightful owners.
And well it is that this has happened. But I have always watched, and know that it was your softness that led to your own exile. You allowed your fellow warriors to grow weak, while the dangers around you mounted.
Then, the leadership is not mine?
No, nor is there any among you fit to serve. For a band in the wilderness, it's better to have no leader than a poor one.
That was a little embarrassing. Ashamed, but I guess that was the point. I need to return to Thirsk. No matter what Rothmund says, we need a leader, and I'm still the best person for that. Look what's happened to us so far under his watchful eye. He gave his blessing to all the leaders who brought us to this point. Anyway, he's dead and we're alive. It's time to begin a new tradition for Thirsk, and I'm going to do that. All I need is for you to back me up. You don't even need to lie. Just don't tell anyone else what you heard here. Good. See that you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hall to lead. You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land, and are very supposed.
Who? Thirst for sky. Allmaker craves the night of sun. He hears the underslake of blood dust.
The land is out of balance. Mirak's power still corrupts the sacred scrolls.
Only Storn can reveal the secrets you ask.
Allmaker shall...
Farewell, outsider.